Okay, ladies and gents, so man, why is that taking so long? Okay, so the PlayStation 5 event, extended play event, or whatever it was, happened today, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch it all. I wasn't able to watch it to begin with. So I'm actually going to watch it on my own time after this video, but I specifically wanted to react to Final Fantasy XVI, which I'm very looking forward to, I guess. So I watched about the first half of the trailer today at work, and then I skimmed through the second half. I was basically just kind of left confused. I mean, like, I like Final Fantasy, but I've never been, like, super, like, big or heavy into it. Like, there's multiple other YouTubers you could watch who, I think, do a better job at kind of, like, following Final Fantasy than I do. I would recommend Dean Weiss, but currently he is retired. Maybe I'll drag him out of retirement. And then there's Alia-san and a few other too. So I'm going to watch this, and we're going to see how this goes. May content. Okay, the following is captured on PC. Okay, using the PS5 experience. So this is all screen recorded through PC, or it's all made in PC. It's being emulated through a PC.
You all know the target.
British,
Shiva's
Australian,
dominant,
something.
and only the dominant.
I like the...
How do we even know the girl will be among us?
Okay, the girl will be what?
Do not
Alright, hold on, let me do CC so I can understand what's being said.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant,
Okay,
and only the dominant.
so not Shiva.
How do we even know the girl will be among us?
Alright.
Our kind do not question orders, we follow them.
Okay. Square Enix.
Sergeant, let's summon their icon.
Icon? That thing's a bloody mountain.
Our foe will not relinquish their mother crystal easily. This will be a bitter fight.
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this. Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him.
What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your sword to our cause?
What does it... It was the Daleks who drove back the Crusaders
Daleks.
in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
So, I sit in the Dragoons. Imperial Vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
This is about when I stopped watching earlier. Oh.
It's the Archduke's son.
The Phoenix.
Joshua! Stop this!
Second life on a fire. But that's impossible. The legacy of the crystals has shaped our history.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of refusing.
I'll kill you. If it's the last
last thing I do.
Oh. So, alright. Anything else exclusive to PS5? Alright, so I liked that. I liked it better than I thought I guess would. I tweeted on Twitter when I saw the first half of it that I was a little confused by it, because, like, it's very, I mean, like, they're all British. It looks like knights and kings, and it's very, I feel like, Britain-inspired. Which I'm cool with, like dragons, knights, princes. It's it's cool. It's almost like a King Arthur kind of vibe. Which Final Fantasy, it's not like they haven't done that before. Like the original several Final Fantasies were very traditional with their knights and mages and all that. Just kind of a general fairy tale story of dragons and beasts and gods and demons and monsters and stuff. And then over time they modernized it a lot more. Final Fantasy VII. Was particularly, I guess, praised for how they modernized the fantasy style, but because they added a lot of like super technology. Like you had these reactors, you had and politically as well, eco-terrorist, social economic constructs, social economical political issues. A lot of it was more modernized, FF7 was. And so FF8 kind of followed suit a little bit. They backtracked a little bit with FF9. FF9 decided to take a more traditional fantasy route. They still had some technology and stuff as well, but like you can look at the Final Fantasy 7 and 8 characters and be, okay, modernized. You look at the Final Fantasy 9 characters and you're going, okay, no, we're back to more of a traditional aspect of fantasy. Same thing with FF10. FF10 was kind of like a good middle ground, I would say. 13 was probably still modernized, and of course 15 is very modern as well. So this seems to be traditional, which I like because, with having FF7, especially with the 7 remake, and FF10 with us for like the past, God knows how long, really. It's 2020. FF15 was announced as Versus 13 way back when. I don't even remember the year. 2007, 8? I'm not going to Google it on screen. I'm too stubborn. But I want to say it was around then, and then of course it released near my birthday, I think, when I was 15-ish, maybe 16. And so I got it, I played it. It was my first Final Fantasy game that I had beaten from start to finish. I've beaten several more since then. But so this seems to be more of a traditional take of just the fantasy genre, but of course within Final Fantasy itself it seems to be going back to a more traditional take, which I like now that I've seen the whole thing. When I watched it originally at work, I thought it was a lot more, oh, okay, it's just Dungeons and Dragons, the RPG again, which is fine, but from Final Fantasy I do expect a little bit more. So you seem to play as maybe 2 different characters. There's this guy here at the very beginning. This is my pseudo-analysis right here. You seem to play as this guy here at the very beginning. This guy. Very cool bounty hunter-esque guy, right? But you also seem to play as Joshua's bodyguard, who I don't think we have a name for yet. But who looks a lot like Noctis. Like, it's just Square Enix with their wavy hair, black hair anime protagonist. They like it. Yeah, this guy. He looks like, I'm going to call him Neo Noctis, because he's got the white and black clashing. His hair is a lot, I think, well-mained than Noctis's. But yeah, it seems like you play as these 2 characters potentially, but you definitely play as Joshua's shield, Neo Noctis. And look, he even has a Neo Chocobo. It's white. That's really cool. But at the end of it, it says, it's got the 2 of them showing up here. It's got Neo Noctis, who looks really cool, really angsty. He's probably 17. I'm going to say 17, maybe 19. I mean, he could be in his mid-20s, but like his skincare is really good. He looks like he's really young. And then this guy here is probably in his... He's definitely in his mid-20s. Maybe late 20s, early 30s. But they don't seem to like each other very much. Just a speculation. Maybe they're related? I don't know. It could be the hair. It could be the cheekbones. But, I don't know what I'm saying. But I like this guy. He's pretty. And then this guy's very angsty. You know, he's filled with rage. You can see it in the nostrils. Meanwhile, this guy, he's filled with rage too, but he's more content with... Oh, yeah, no, there it was. Yeah, it was... But I do like the whole Phoenix thing. I'm a huge sucker for Phoenix. It's what my necklace is of, by the way. And I actually... One of my ex-girlfriends... I hate to say that, but one of my ex-girlfriends made me this Phoenix thing here, and I absolutely love it. It's a little beaten up, unfortunately, but I absolutely love that. It's probably my favorite gift I've ever gotten from an ex-girlfriend. But so we see Joshua, the prince, I'm gonna say, turns into this giant beast thing. So, sorry Joshua, I gotta go with the Phoenix. I'm a huge Phoenix guy. And then here at the beginning with the war thing, I did want to mention this, is these guys here, their swords look like, how do you pronounce it? Like a Schmittmar? It's like S-C-H-M-I-T, or like a Scheitmar? Shitmar? Skitmar? Oh, Scimitar. Yeah, it looks like one of these. In English, the word scimitar refers to a backsword or saber with a curved blade. It was adapted from the Italian word scimitara in the mid-16th century. I was thinking more of like a Arabian. Yeah, like one of these. This is what I was thinking. It was an Arabian, sometimes called a saif or a shamshir, depending on the era, has its origins in Arabia. Previously, Arabs and Persians used straight-bladed swords. Okay. So that's what... and then the robes kind of make me think that as well, that they have. Make me think of Arabs. So it looks like it's English... Yeah, these look like the Arab supposed beings. And the other guys look like... nope. That's the quality. I want the playback. Half it. So you have your Arabian-looking guy here getting axed in the face by your, I don't know, Norse, English Norse people. You're Europeans, basically. Yeah, they got the armor and everything, chainmail, versus, you know, your cloth and robe with your scimitars. So yeah, Joshua seems to be very important from the get-go. Neo Noctis is his bodyguard. He's demon-slaying stuff. Seems to be some political stuff, arguing about some crystals and yada yada yada. Just, it looks cool. I'm definitely more pleased with it after I've watched it in full than I had beforehand. I do like the idea how it's like, you know, Final Fantasy, it's all about the crystals. The crystals are everywhere. Crystals are the things in Final Fantasy. The legacy of the crystals has shaped our history for long enough. It's a denial. We're moving away from crystals, which I like. I like the idea of going against tradition, while also kind of... because, I mean, like, this is very Renaissance-based, you know, with your knights in shining armor and princes and stuff. It's very traditional fantasy, especially for Final Fantasy. And then, but it's like, yes, crystals. No, we don't deal with that anymore. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm looking forward to it. Probably not going to keep up on it like 100%, kind of like I did with FF7. Kind of just what I did, took more of a passive seat with FF15. You know, I watched a trailer here and there whenever they came out. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. Probably going to get it because it's Square Enix, it's Final Fantasy. So, yeah, this is Jake, logging out. Peace.